now, way or no way, Jimmy G gets traded, Wyatt.
I'll say no way, and I'll take it one further. He's the starter week 1.
Mm-hmm.
I get it. They spent a 3rd overall pick or 4th, I think it was 3rd overall pick on Trey Lance, and he's got a lot of upside, and he's got, he's a good quarterback, and the team is really excited about his future going forward. I get all that. That's great. That's awesome. Really good for you. But if a guy is winning you football games, if he's taking you to the NFC Championship and the Super Bowl every year, you can't. Like, you literally cannot move him. They won't. So, I mean, I would be shocked if he was the backup this year. I mean, I would be really shocked. I don't think it's fair. I don't know how that would be fair. He's been incredible. He really has just played off the hook. I mean, the guy has kept them, where they need to be. They've in the last 3 years, other than the one injured year that they had where everybody and their brother on that team was injured. I mean, what was it? Both their defense had like over 100 different combinations of starters, like not over 100. I think it was like over 50, something like that. Different combinations of starters throughout the year because they were so injury riddled.
Yeah.
It was crazy.
It was
so
ridiculous.
Yeah, I mean, and that was the one year that they didn't at least make the NFC Championship, and they lost in the Super Bowl. And the only reason why they lost is because one of the, possible greatest quarterbacks of all time, who's an up-and-comer right now, Patrick Mahomes, just turned it on in the second half. I mean, they had a,
28-3,
10-point lead or huh?
It was 28-3, wasn't it?
Yeah, no. That was Falcons. That was Falcons and Patriots.
Oh, I'm thinking the Titans game. It was 28-10 or something like that. Yeah, it was a 14-point game.
Yeah. 28-10, I believe. Yeah. And they brought it all the way back, and Kansas City ended up winning it. But I mean, if Kansas City doesn't have the incredible comeback that they had, then I don't think that they don't win that Super Bowl there. It just doesn't happen. So then he would be a Super Bowl champ. He sat behind Brady. He's a really good leader. He's got the QB confidence, going through him. I just don't think he can, I just don't think you can move a guy like that.
Yeah. Oh, you took the words literally out of my mouth, right? You are exactly right. How can you legitimately put a $25 million quarterback on a bench, right? Jimmy G is scheduled to make $24.7 million this season, and you are going to bench him for a rookie, second year quarterback that has a rushing touchdown, and that's it in his career. And that was only because, hey, we need to get this guy in because we're feeling pressure, yada, yada, yada. Basically, what it comes down to, this is what I feel. I feel that Kyle Shanahan really wanted to draft Mac Jones in that draft, but he got pushed back from up top or Mike or maybe their offensive coordinator or something, and they drafted Trey Lance. Like, I feel Kyle Shanahan is not sold on Trey Lance. So this year, Jimmy G is going to start. He will start all 17 games if he doesn't get injured. And if I want to take it one step further, Wyatt, if Jimmy G does have a successful season, like again, they make it to the playoffs, second round, possibly third round, right? Trey Lance gets traded in the off season. Jimmy G will be their guy.
You think Trey Lance gets traded?
If Jimmy G leads them to the playoffs and they get at least one playoff win, yes. How can you not? That would be 4 years, 3 out of the last 4 years that they have a playoff win. Like,
I'm not saying you cut. Yeah, I'm not saying you cut ties with Jimmy G, but I'm just saying you keep Trey Lance on the bench for the time being. I mean, I don't see why you wouldn't, because they would have a starting caliber backup. Right. And he's a guy who already knows the system and everything. So let's say Jimmy G, who has had some injury problems in his career, that's really been the main reason why he hasn't stuck with a team. So let's say he does get injured. You've got Trey Lance right there ready to go. And he's, a number 2. And
that's a great point.
Let's say Jimmy G tears his ACL or something like that. God forbid. Let's say he does. And Trey Lance comes in and just absolutely balls. Then it's time. But I just think you stick him on the bench for the time being. I mean, you just got him last year. He's got form. He's got 3 more years, and then you can get a 5th-year option. So you've got at least 3 more years, possibly 4 years of him being a backup.
That
I don't know why you don't just
yeah,
stay put.
that's a great point. I didn't even think about that. Yeah, so you definitely changed my mind. So I'm going to recant what I said, and still, Jimmy G is the guy for the future, 100%.